Welcome back. This is the Muted Goat, and this is episode 2 of our Civilization 4 Realism Invictus Let's Play. And we are the Zulus. Where we last left it, we had our raiding party heading up towards the Germans to try to take them out very early on in the game. Between games, I did get my settings fixed, so now I have the cities show me how many turns until they grow and how many turns until things are built. A little bit more zoomed out, so my menus and everything actually fit on the screen when they pop up. And I was thinking between games, I'm actually going to send up this skirmisher along with the raiding party. And the reason that is something fun about the Realism Invictus mod is, like, for example, I'm hovering over archers right there, and kind of in the middle it says it provides ranged aid. And skirmishers here provide recon aid. The axemen provide assault aid, and the spearmen also provide assault aid. So, and here, like, battering rams provide siege aid. So I think I'm going to could probably use a battering ram too, and an archer. I wonder, what am I building here? A library? I'm going to build an archery range. No, how long for an archer? Screw it. I'm just going to go with the skirmisher. So these different type of aids, when you have them stacked up, the mod kind of rewards you for having a mix of troops in your stack, and that's what those aids are. They provide, either an extra first strike or maybe 5% like strength bonus. But you also have to be careful. The mod punishes you for having too many troops in a stack. It gives you these logistical problems, debuffs, where you heal slower and you have minuses to your strength. So that was a big thing in vanilla Civ4 is stacks of doom, which has plagued Civ games for the first 4. They tried to fix it in 5, 6, and, well, I guess now 7. But the mod tries to penalize stacks of doom with those logistical problems, but as you'll see, the AI still is very fond of stacks of doom. So, and frankly, I use them a lot too.
And it is the task of the sculptor to discover it.
Alright. So I'm getting to the point where I don't really... there's not many ancient technologies left that I really need. So I will have to start researching classical pretty soon. And just deal with the 50% extra cost for being ahead in era. Build a smokehouse here down in Masaru. This archer, just going to, if he wants to attack, so be it, but I'm not going to attack him in the jungle where he gets a 50% bonus. It's attacking. Spearman should make pretty quick work of him. There we go. Wasn't the quickest work. We'll heal him up. That's making me want to do, yeah, I've changed my mind. I am going to build a battering ram at least. 3 turns. I'll have this guy come back and escort the battering ram. You can see here in the city it has 30% there on my capital. So that means the city provides a 30% defensive bonus, which you need siege units like battering rams and later on catapults and cannons and stuff to knock down that percentage to 0 so that the defending troops of a city don't have that advantage anymore. And I was just so excited to get up there and mess with the Germans that I neglected to send any battering rams along. And what I'll do is, once the stack gets up there, I'll kind of see what percent chance the axemen have, you know, without knocking any of that percentage down. And if it's not to my liking, then I will take the time to knock down the defenses. The risk is obviously that they, in that time, they can build more troops and make it more difficult on me to actually take the city. I'm gonna build a cottage here. I need to get some cottages going. I really should build another worker pretty soon too. A lot of unimproved land. Need fishing boats. I need a lot of things. When you build an early army like this, you really put a lot of other things that are needed on the back burner. Alright, mounted savage. They do have 50% attack against recon units, and that's my skirmisher here. I could lose that troop. No, they didn't attack. That's nice of them. Okay. Skirmisher takes out that mounted savage quite easily. And levels up. Some Axumites on the move. We're just going to roll right on past them. Alright, they've got a smokehouse. I'm gonna go granary. In this mod, the smokehouse gives you health resources related to animals, so cows, pigs, sheep, and deer, I believe. And then the granary gives you health bonuses if you have corn, wheat, rice, and potatoes. Or potatoes, I should say. I currently don't have any of them available to me. I do have the cows and the pigs. They also, so the granary stores 30% of your food after a city pops in population, and the smokehouse, I believe, is 20%. The base game, I think, there is no smokehouse, and the granary just gives you the 50% bonus. Alright, so they have war bands. Well, this will be interesting. Hold on to your butts. Alright. Do Weaver's Shop. Get that extra gold. Alright. So, like, part of the reason I'm doing the Let's Plays is to keep myself honest. This is a situation where if I was playing by myself, I might, you know, throw a save down here if things don't go well. Just reload, maybe try a different plan, but we're gonna do it live, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Declare war, kind of defense. Oh, he's only got a militia and a warband defending, so he is. The Germans are not prepared for this, which is good to see. Bring these guys up anyways. So it looks like the plan should work out unless we roll horribly.
I have gained this by philosophy.
We did discover philosophy. We are not going to be doing pacifism right now because we are currently declaring some war. Alright. Meditation gives us Buddhism if we are the first to discover it. I do want to take a look at Buddhism real quick. So Buddhism is nice because unlike Judaism, it doesn't have anything like this where you don't get health from clams, crabs, and pigs. Let's see, Islam is similar, that's much later, but Hindu, you don't get health from cattle. Taoism, you can't get happiness from gems, gold, or silver, or pearls. So Buddhism doesn't have any of those like setbacks or like negatives to them. So it is a religion that would fit well, and if my plan goes all the way through and I do take out the Axumites as well, I'll be razing the cities to the ground and Judaism will just be dead. So, alright, what are my percent chances? 62% chance with my first attack here. So let's see how it goes. And he wins. Alright, this one should be a higher percent chance, 79. And Berlin is mine. We are gonna burn it. Ooh. Now, that will make the Germans quite mad with us. They still find us very charming, but that's about the worst thing you can do to a Civ is burn down their capital. Alright. I wonder if these guys will try to attack. This is forested, so I am going to move one more axeman there. So the forest and the hills provide a 75% bonus, and hopefully my spearmen would be able to defend against 2 warbands. Warbands are the first what's called irregular unit you can build. So they're basically just like conscripts. They would be non-professional soldiers. And we will see how this goes. Oh, see, they didn't even bother. The AI in this mod is a little more cautious when it comes to actually attacking when they have low odds of victory. So that worked out. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased right now that my plan worked out so well. Alright, that cottage is built. I'm going to start working it. You need to work your cottages, and eventually they become hamlets, then villages, then towns, and each. So you can see there it says 30 turns to hamlet. So after 30 turns, then this tile will produce 3 gold instead of 2. and or 3 commerce, I should say, instead of 2. And when it goes up to village, another one, up to town, another one. So it's 5 in the ancient era, and I'm actually going to work this floodplain tile into a cottage as well. It's a great way to power your economy is through cottages. You heal these guys up, and then the Germans have another city up there. We'll see if that's their last one or not. Looks like one more turn of healing. There's their war bands. I'm not concerned about their war bands really at all. Here's a warrior. This is poor AI, I would say, to have. They should be sending all their troops back to the cities to defend, but they're kind of just out and about for some reason. Not the best strategy from them. Alright, let's get workboat going so we can get those clams. Alright, what do they got here? 2 war bands and a battering ram. Munchen. Which is Munich, I believe. Quite sure. Alright. Let's see if phase 2 works. 73% win. 75% win. And then this should be 100%. And they are toast. We're going to burn that one to the ground too. This one could be a little tougher. I have the same issue where if these warbands attack, they could potentially hurt some of my units, but we'll see if they have the AI to do that. Looks like the Germans still do have one more city over here. Let's see. Yep, here they go. Hope my spearmen can hold up. Oh, that's bad news. This X-Men is dead for sure. Both my X-Men. Alright. So maybe I won't be fully taking out the Germans right away. I wonder. Should win both these pretty easy and then probably lose another one to that guy. Here's another warband. I'll have my skirmisher take him out quite easily. And yeah, let's get back here. After these 2 things are built, I will build some more warbands. Just to, or not warbands, sorry. Axemen. If I've been saying warbands the whole time, I'm attacking their warbands with my Axemen. Okay. There's one. Okay, 2. That was a flawless victory there, so they should be okay. Skirmisher actually. Now we're probably gonna lose that skirmisher and the battering ram too. That was pretty sloppy. Oh, they didn't attack. That's lucky. All right, let's get another axeman going. those odds. You can preview your chances. So I have a 43% chance of victory there. I don't want to risk that axeman for that. I'll bring him over. Build an axeman there. Let's get this guy healed up. Alright, he went there. Even though my skirmisher is injured, he still has an 85% chance. Let's try it. Ooh, he died. That is poor luck. The battering ram takes him out. Okay. Now we have this stack. Kind of the question is, do I go in there with this stack? I'm gonna turn on avoid unhappiness. Both my cities, so our capital won't grow right now, which is okay. I really need to get some production going. Have them mine this hill. Now I kind of have this stack with no defense, but I think I am going to. It's more fun. Or more interesting, I would say, to watch. I'm gonna bring them in there and see what they can do. Alright, so they have brought everything back. They are on a forested hill, so they get a 75% defensive bonus. So I actually wouldn't mind if they tried to attack. We should do pretty well there. But if not, I will have the battering ram. So they didn't try to attack, so I'll have the battering ram knock down their defenses. What are my chances here? Still 77. Take a few turns, knock down their defenses, and maybe just use one to attack, heal up, wait for these other axemen to get built and get their butts up there.
Meditation brings wisdom.
Meditation. Alright, so Buddhism is ours, and I am going to start that. We will be Buddhists this run. Okay. That puts us in anarchy for one turn. And I think I am going to go to mining. Be our first classical. The Axumites are now going to be unhappy with us because we are a different religion. So I guess that makes us, or makes them, or us neutral to them. Let's see, while I've been doing this, knocking down their defenses, they did build an archer. That's the risky run, doing something like that. Oh, got some barbarians trying to mess with us, but that's why we keep a skirmisher back home. Oh, and we got a great general from that. That's nice. I like fierce warriors, especially because we are about to build a couple melee. So, the great generals, you can build these traditions or doctrines, and this is a melee tradition, so it gives a free promotion to all your melee units that you build. In this case, they will be fierce. So, let's see. I forgot what the melee tradition is actually called. No, it's just called melee tradition. So, fierce warriors, fierce promotion. Fierce is just plus 10 strength, so it's like an extra combat promotion, so that's great. Let's get that built. Alright, so this is knocked down to 1%. This guy should be able to... Oh, survival odds are only 26%. That's due to the archer. 50% city defense. And plus 20% against melee units. That must be one of their promotions. So I'm going to wait on that. Skirmisher got upgraded. Axeman's built. I'm going to build an archer too. Hopefully this mounted savage decides to attack their city for some reason. More likely it'll try to attack us. Oh. They went out. To attack. Still 25%. That's not great odds. So I need... It's only 25% chance of winning there, which means I will most likely lose. And then... but I should weaken their archer and then have the next axeman should win. Okay. I sent a warrior down to attack. I'll easily beat him with a skirmisher. So overall, my plan, I think, was a success. But it did get pretty sloppy and messy there. So wasn't a complete success. If these axemen I built can get up there in time to wipe them out, then I'll be comfortable saying it was a full success. Alright, African Temple. We need Buddhism to spread to our capital so our capital can grow. But for now, we are going to... let's go granary. They're bringing down a militia. Let him get one tile closer, and then my skirmisher will take that out quite easily. Should, at least. Build a farm there. Just keep knocking down their defenses.
The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones.
I never run slavery. I bet it's pretty powerful, but even in the vanilla game I never ran slavery, so do Potter's Workshop, just get the gold going. Yeah, and since we advanced to the classical era, that adds 1 unhappiness and 1 unhealthy for every city you have, and so now our capital is unhappy, but hopefully Buddhism spreads there pretty soon. That'll get their happiness up. Yeah, now they have more archers there. I might have to kind of abort on this, but we'll see. It's a let's play. Let's do something more interesting and just continue on. Alright, let's get the stack going up there. This will take a while. And this will kind of be my last hurrah on trying to take out the Germans early. I need to focus on kind of expanding. Oh, you can see here we got a barbarian city that has popped up over here. Now that's one where I probably wouldn't burn it to the ground. That really just, since it's close, and I'd probably build a city around there anyway. It's like the barbarians actually built a settler for me.
The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you.
Civil religion.
The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace.
Yeah. Civil religion is nice. Unhappiness for non-state religions in a city. We don't have to worry about that. Cities with Buddhism construct buildings 25% faster, which is excellent. 25% espionage in all cities, which is good. +1 from priests. So we are going to do that. Be next. I think I'm going to go ritual, so we can get that unique unit. Man, it built a lot of troops. Actually surprised they haven't tried to attack. Potter's Workshop. Alright, let's get... I'm gonna go worker. Need to start improving my lands more. Probably get another city going too. You can see I'm falling behind the Axumites now in score. It's because I'm neglecting expanding my empire the traditional way, early game, which is build cities. Okay. Slowly but surely they're making their way up there. I don't know. I don't think this is going to work anymore, but I'm pot committed. I'm going to try it. They just have too many defensive troops in there now. Archers, bunch of war bands. I'm not worried about the war bands or the militias, really, but those archers are good city defensive units. Oh. Hey. The Axumites are gonna join in, it looks like. And that would not suck. Hopefully they do enough to... Oh. Here comes skirmishers. This is bad news. Yeah. And a barbarian city popped up over there. Come on, why are you attacking me instead of the Axumites? Hey, that's nice. Alright, let's back off one.
When people lack teachers, their tendencies are not corrected. When they do not have ritual and moral principles, then their lawlessness is not controlled.
Caste system is interesting, but I'm not going to do that right now. Alright, it looks like all the penalties for researching classical technologies are over with, so I'm going to do horseback riding that provides extra food for our cattle treks. Alright, built the spearmen. My next city is going to be here. Strategically, it'll be nice because you'll be able to send your ships through the continent there. It'll be like a Panama Canal. I'll have access to the spice. I mean, it's not going to be a great city, but it'll be in a good spot. Sangomas are nice, but I don't need it right now. Let's get the Buddhist temple going there. Alright, what can you do? Let's irrigate there. Gonna farm. Wonder why they are unhealthy now. Do not know. They weren't before, but I guess I'm not too worried about that. Alright. Let's see if the Axumites actually did anything. No, they're just hanging out there for some reason. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. letting us live currently. That's skirmishers. Well, screw it. 46% chance. We're just gonna attack with everything. See what happens. Died. 59% chance. Died. 57% chance. Died. Okay, so yeah, that went very poorly. Archer has a 0.4% chance, so plan did not work out. We did severely hamstring the Germans, but that also didn't do us any favors. Let's get these guys. Let's make some peace. They'll give us gold. Send these guys back home. Those are the breaks. Now we're probably unhealthy because I removed forest. Forest provides health if it's in your city radius. And now we're the third most powerful military-wise.
A horse! A horse! My kingdom for a horse!
My kingdom for a horse. Alright. I'm all flustered because of how that war went at the end. Couldn't quite finish him off. I don't really have any illusions about being able to take out the Axumites either. So I'm gonna get back to just focusing on my civilization. So I'm gonna start expanding with more cities and get some more workers and stuff like that. Get my stuff built up. I'm gonna have to build some more skirmishers because that is basically how I'm gonna play defense. And now that I'm thinking about it, these Sangomas are perfect for defense, so I'll build some of them too. Really need Buddhism to spread to Thaba Basiu.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts.
Tolls and taxes is always nice. Literature's great. Yeah, and since I did build up that army, like none of my cities are anything to write home about, so I'm not going to be building any wonders or anything like that currently, so let's get the workboat going. Barbarian worker. If you can capture barbarian workers. That is built. They're building a using priest right now. I'm not gonna do that. Get them working. So you can see here these have grown into hamlets, so they have extra commerce. I should have. This needs to be worked in order to hopefully get the cows. That's what I was going for. The city automatically changed that. That's another reason why I'm not terrific at this game. I don't check my cities to make sure they are working the resources I want them to work often enough. Okay. My economy is actually doing great right now, so a couple things I can do is I'm gonna upgrade my warrior to spearman. Upgrade this militia to a spearman too. Axumites are asking us to declare war on the Germans. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Try to build up my relationship with the Axumites a little bit more for a mutual military struggle, but I am not going to be sending any troops up that way. Settlers finally built. What can I do to give them some happiness here? Well, fishing docks will at least get rid of the unhealthiness. Let's get this worker up that way. Workboat, fishing docks. Mohales Hoek. Great city name. You can do the storyteller circle.
In this world, nothing can be said to be certain, except death and taxes.
I guess I can go shipbuilding for now. Fishing docks there. Let's get a library. Need to get our research going too. Yeah, get another skirmisher. Okay. I don't even know what improvements I can do to help the city. I'm gonna do a farm for now. Mohales Hoek is strictly just a strategic city. Oh, mob justice, of course. That's what I could have done with Fababacio. Someone. Oh, crap. Alright, barbarian ships. I forgot about that pretty much. They are constant. If you don't protect your fishing boats, barbarian ships will just ruin all of your fishing, your sea resources, and that's what they're running to do right now. So I'm gonna have to get some galleys out there once I get the chance. Mathematics. So our source of clams is gone, of course. They left our sea amber for some reason. Don't ask me why. Smokehouse. Build a galley too. Gotta get our navy built up. Okay. So, excuse me for yawning. Guess I will build a mine there. I hope my galley takes out their sailboat. Yeah, they just took out the sea amber too. I would go to calendar so I can actually use these spices, but I don't really want to found another religion. I want Buddhism to be the only religion I have. So I'm going to switch to like metal casting. See if I can find a source of iron. Alright, the galley is ready. Where did that barbarian ship go? There it is. Hopefully they attack us. You get a 10% defensive bonus for ships. Didn't attack. 88% chance. Okay, good. And with my early ships, I actually don't do the combat one. I do this naval tactics because the next promotion you can get something that gives you plus 25% against barbarians. And barbarians are going to be the only thing attacking us for a while. Public well's perfect there. Alright, now our sea resources are defended. What is next? Actually going to go up to the clam with this one. Can't use the sea amber as a luxury resource right now. We are not very cultured. We're 7th. Hopeless.
And them that take the sword shall perish by the sword.
Alright, ironworking is kind of a no-brainer. Hopefully we have a source of iron near us. Boat. Man, where Bob Justice? Let's do that. Cows. There's just not a lot of great options. Okay, public will. What can I do? I think I'm gonna go Axeman. I'm gonna build up another little raiding party and see what this barbarian city is all about. It's gonna be right there. What a weird spot. No, it'll be on this desert, I think, actually. So it'll be on the coast. Have access to the fish and this hemp. Have a couple floodplains for cottages. Yeah, that should be okay. You can see the Axumites are happy with us because of our mutual military struggle, so I'm going to keep that. I'm going to lean more into the diplomatic strategy to take advantage of my leader's traits. Now that my plans of trying to gank them early have fallen flat. Build a farm over here. I'm not too impressed with these cattle tricks, by the way. They are. Solar Cult has been founded, so I can go to a calendar next. Ah, Buddhism finally spread. Okay. Build another axe. Take a couple three axemen, a archer, maybe even a skirmisher, and a battering ram over that barbarian city. Let's see if we can't take it. Calendar, no brainer. Alright. Do we have iron anywhere near us? Up here. Wow. This spot is even better now. Yeah, I'll have to build settler, I think. So like right here will be a great spot. No, kind of want the cow too. Yeah, we'll see. That'll be next episode's decision. Let's get the well first. What type of aid do these Sangomas provide? Assault aid and inspiration. I don't know what inspiration is. +5 strength. Alright. Assault aid. +3 strength. Ranged aid. That's defensive. Recon. Extra first strike. Siege. Extra first strike and a city attack. So yeah, that's kind of why you want to do a stack like that. But we'll see. Now we're gonna have to start building spies too. Espionage was such a pain, but hopefully we don't get hurt by it too much. Got one more axeman to go. Build a farm. Yeah, I'm gonna build a farm there. Alright, we're at the hour mark. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you next episode. Have a good one.